Hey guys, I thought I'd make just a quick update because it's been a while. I was originally going to wait till the 21st after I got my EEG cap put on my head because I got to wear that for 3 days. But I thought I would give you guys a quick update. I've gained almost 10 pounds in the last 2 months. I feel like I can see it in my face a little bit, but you never know. But my body kind of feels at that point where it's like I wake up really sore, and takes a minute of moving around, smoke a joint, have some coffee. You know, sometimes I walk the dog at like 4:30 in the morning. This is her second walk. She does 2 a day, sometimes 3. But the morning walk kind of helps loosen everything up. But I wake up every morning feeling like I was hit by a train, and you know, it's just my body went through withdrawals for such a long period that all the muscles are just tired. You know, all the restless legs, all the muscle spasms. I guess I don't know what you would call it. You know, where your muscles, restless legs, where you get it all over your body. It's just, I think it's just your body fucking going through so much hell. So it feels like I'm completely out of the withdrawals because it's been over a month. It's been like 65 days now. But I think I'm through the worst of it. Why, there's glass right there. Why do I have to tell you to avoid glass, bro? I love you, but man, avoid glass. Where do you want to go? Where there's not glass. Okay, that's fine. That's a big pile of glass. Do not go near that, Maya. Yeah, of course, because can't go anywhere in the fucking nature where there's not human trash. Fucking desert's just covered in fucking shit. Of course, this isn't far from, like, you know, houses. If you go out, you're not gonna see much, but usually you'll just find bullet shell casings out here. That's like what me and my friends used to do. I think I went to a paid shooting range twice. We almost always just went way out in the desert. Except for one time, my friend had just gotten a double barrel shotgun, and we went to this pit, and it was a pretty deep pit. I mean, it had to have been like 50 feet deep, maybe even more than that. And there was like a bunch of palms, like a landscaping company dumped there, and we were just shooting with the shotgun. Next thing we know, some lady pops her head out. The police are on their way, just to let you know. So we bounced, because this was, my friend was 18, but most of us were 17 still, because he was a year older. He was a grade above us. So we didn't know if that was legal or not. I mean, I think that was legal, because he was 18 and the owner of the rifle, or the shotgun. But I always went to the desert to go shoot. But yeah, the medicine they got me on for my seizures, one of the off-label uses is actually for depression and bipolar. So I'm interested to see how that affects me, because it says it takes about, you know, like 4 to 6 weeks for the medicine to kick in. It's one of those kind of things. And it's called, it starts with an L. Not Lamicta. I don't know. You know those drugs names are hard to say. Starts with an L. And yeah, so I'm not really looking forward to the EEG. They said online, people said you can wear bandanas and beanies and stuff. But if you ever look up EEGs online, you're gonna look like fucking oh god, what's his name? The guy with the Megamind. You're gonna look like fucking Megamind. So probably just gonna hide in my house for 3 days. I don't know if there's any special rules. Like, I'm guessing I can't smoke weed. I don't even know if I can have caffeine. I gotta look all that stuff up, because it's 3 days. So I'm guessing the only thing that they're going to want me taking is my seizure medication, because they're going to want to know what's going on with my brain. MRI is still waiting on approval, but they said they're not worried about it being approved because of my insurance, and it just takes a little time. And then the CT, I'm not really worried about it at all because that's fucking easy. The MRI really just sucks because I got to do it twice in the same day. Once regular, and then once, I believe, with iodine. I know that's what they use. I've had that before where they injected iodine in me, and I'm pretty sure that that's what they use. Kind of tastes good. I don't know if anyone's ever had to have anything where you get iodine injected before you do an MRI. You can taste it like almost a second. It's almost like if anybody's ever shot coke or heroin or meth, how you can taste it. Oh, especially coke. You can really taste coke when you shoot, which I destroyed my veins. So anybody out there, stay away from needles. I mean, I quit shooting up 8 years ago, and my veins are still just now coming back, and I work out and all that stuff. My leg veins are all fine. They all came back really good and strong, but I had only just started doing the legs before I quit. Never got into the neck because I could never get my veins to stick out of my neck except for one time, and holy fuck, that hits you instantly. And I also never liked the idea of walking around with track marks on my neck. So there was one point I mainly used two veins on my feet. The two big veins that ran from like up my foot. So I'd, do the deed and then stick my leg up in the air. I'd usually lay on my bed and just stick my legs up in the air against the wall and just sit there for a minute. Let it hit me harder. But I don't miss those days at all. The problem is let's say you go through 16 hours of miserable hell of withdrawals, right? And then your dealer finally gets there. The endorphins that are released, the serotonin, it's the same for anything. It's like, I never was an alcoholic, but I guarantee it's the same thing for when they get a bottle. They could be feeling miserable, and then once they grab that bottle, that serotonin you get a burst of it. So that's why it's really hard, because you look back and you think some of these memories are happy, but it's like, yeah, I was happy for like 4 hours that day, 10 hours that day, and then I woke up at 11 in the morning and withdrawed until 8 a.m., sometimes even later. And you almost get addicted to that release of endorphins. Come on, you're not going to be able to walk back if we don't keep going. Come on. Oh shit, oh no, I do have a water bottle. Hold on, let me give my dog some water. You want some Wawa, baby? You want some water? Okay, hold on, I gotta open the bottle. Okay. You ready, baby? I know you prefer it that way. You don't like drinking your head tilted the other way, usually. It is nice having a dog that'll drink from a water bottle. She actually gets a lot of it in her mouth, despite how much it looks like it's going on the ground. But I used to carry one of those bowls, the pop-out ones, and it fell off the fucking keychain someday. And I don't know when. Hold on. That's my girl. Oh, crap. Hold on. Gotta fix the strap too, Maya. Maya, hold on. Let me go like that. No, Maya, if we go you're already getting too tired. No, we gotta walk towards the house. She forgets that she has to walk home sometimes. So she'll keep trying to go further and further and further, and then she can barely make the walk home. Any snakes in there? Nope. Nope. I've lived here for almost 30 years. That's a lot of bees though, Maya. That's a lot of bees. And I've seen 2 rattlesnakes the whole time I've lived here. And one of them was climbing up, it's called Calico Basin. And it's like on the other side of the Red Rock Mountain Reserve. In fact, when you climb the mountain, if you had rope, you could rappel down and get into the Red Rock Reserve. She's looking for rabbits. She likes rabbits. But I can't remember what. I think the last thing I was talking about was the medication. I'm hoping, I noticed something from that. I'm getting dragged everywhere by my dog. Maya, come on. Oh shit, those are ditches. Come on, Maya, let's stay away from the ditches. And that is a scary fucking, okay. Imagine hitting that. Imagine falling on that shit. Yeah, I feel like a dick for this, but I was a little kid. So when I was a little kid, we had one of those like ball-shaped cactuses, the ones that like have like a water in the middle and stuff. And there's these 2 little girls in my neighborhood. Well, I was a little boy. They're the same age as me. I was probably in like, I don't know, 3rd grade. And I told the girl, so in my defense, I didn't know she was going to do what she did. So I lightly touched the cactus with my hand and said, see, it's fake. And one of the girls walks up and fucking slams her hand on it. And yeah, needless to say, that didn't go well. I felt bad, but I didn't, because I was like, I honestly did not think she was just going to slap the fucking cactus as hard as she had. I thought she was just going to like barely touch it like I did. But that was still an asshole move of me. But we're kids. We were kids. Come on, Maya. Maya, stop trying to go on a longer walk, dude. You're going to start laying down here soon. I already know it. Look at you. You're pooped. She's going to start laying down if she keeps it up. But things do get better. It's going slow. It's the problem is you want it right now. I want right now just to be working. I just sold my shitty ass car not too long ago because I want to get a new vehicle here. But mainly I needed the money, not for drugs. But this was sold actually in the middle of going through withdrawals. I needed the money for kratom and basically like Pepto-Bismol, Imodium, Epsom salt, like magnesium pills. Maya, which really help with the joints. Maya, come on. There's something flying around us. So I'll probably make a video here soon. Just, kind of letting you guys know how it's been, but it's going good. I'm ready to get all these tests done. I really don't want to be on disability, which luckily I shouldn't have to worry about that, because it sounds like as long as you're seizure free for 3 months and on medication, you're good to go. You can even actually work as a police officer, a firefighter, a park ranger, all that stuff while still while having seizures, as long as they're under control. And I guess it's like considered a protected class of people. So like, I don't know, my old job, when I had a seizure, I wish I'd listened to him. The company, I'm not going to name it, but the company had this thing where it's like a medical thing where you basically just send your doctor sends the paperwork to their person saying, hey, this person has, like my example, seizures. And if you have one of those, you are automatically excused from any absence. Like, they cannot give you points for absence. I mean, you can't abuse the system, obviously, but at the same time, it's protection. And considering, because of having seizures and missing a shit ton of, well, I had a seizure and I got sick as hell, and it was just bad. I missed, so first 7 months of work, I think I missed one day, and can't remember why, but it was something like, it wasn't like I called in sick. I had something I had to do. And then I missed in November, December, just tons of work because I got so sick. And I don't know why. I wasn't going through withdrawals. But yeah, it was pretty gnarly. So I ended up getting too many points, and they get them, all my managers, because they like me a lot because I'm a very hard worker. All my managers were like, dude, come on, man. You need to make sure you apply for that medical thing, man. Come on. Apply for that medical thing. Like, I should have been fired way before I was, because I had way more points than you were supposed to have before you got fired, but they kept taking them off. And then eventually they were like, fuck. Well, eventually, basically, it was because of a certain manager being there. So my other managers couldn't take the point off before she saw it. So, but they want me back, so I'm going to try and get back in there. So, alright, well, I got about ready to cross the street with my dog here, if I can get her out of the desert. So, hold on, Maya. So, you know, Maya, say bye. No, you're just going to tank through the desert. Alright. You know, slowly gets better, everybody. So, have a good day. And enjoy your new year.